So the New York starting five. Barrett and Randall are in the forward position. Hunk is out there with Red Hot, and it's Stewart in at center. And for New Orleans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. All out there at Bledsoe. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. And so off the tip, it's New York. Now the trade deadline now in the rear-view mirror. Steve, is that a weight off of the shoulders of a lot of players?
Kevin, you bet it is. I will also like to add, a lot of times your family, they are worried about changing schools, changing addresses. For me personally, my wife used to ask and was worried about the trade deadline, seeing if we had to pick up as a family and go to another city.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. And that one, good.
Brandon Ingram possesses grace and power. He mixes them together for a big finish.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, here's what the Pelicans head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. Now Bledsoe, after the missed 3 from Red Hot, pass the ball. 5 to shoot. Here's Adams. Williamson trying to free himself up.
Oh, no, he didn't. Great position by Zion. It's what allows him to get offensive rebounds.
Here's Red Hot, covered by Williamson. Randall with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
You have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Here's Red Hot. Steven Adams making his last shot. Red Hot the pass to Randall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Knicks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
The one thing about Julius Randle, he is still young and has a significant upside.
Now, here's Ball. 9 points last game out. And he makes that one.
The D has to push Ball out of there. He's superb at capitalizing from this area.
Here's Red Hot. He's covered by Ball. Basket good. Randall's got 6. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
The Pelicans trail. Ingram with it. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee. It's rebounded by Barrett.
He goes up strong, but he is met with...
Young fella. And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And a new group in for the Knicks. Cantor finds Anthony. Stripped it away. The shot's good from Red Hot.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Poke loose. Fast break. Here we go. Outside Anthony. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Anthony. And good on the second, so he makes them both. New York leading by 3. Here's Red Hot, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Now the pass to Anthony. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Offensive rebound.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw. The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now the feed to Hayes. Toppin pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Nice awareness there, finding the open man down the court on the break.
Pelicans trail by 8. And Cantor now top the key, passes it to Alexander Walker. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Hayes.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Got it up. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
And so it's New York in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And for the whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Red Hot, who's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one falls for Barrett. Both shots good from the stripe.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Lonzo Ball out there at Bledsoe. And it's Hayes in at the center position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Bledsoe. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And for his position, Bledsoe probably as physical as any in our game. Clearly not afraid to challenge defenders.
And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Red Hot was indeed hot in the last game against the Nets, who put on a show. He finished with 47 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him, in what became a great exhibition on his part. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
40 seconds left in the first half. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Red Hot. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Sinks the triple. And it's 13 points for Lonzo Ball.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And Plumlee kicks to Barrett. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Williamson dishes to Ingram. It's stolen by Barrett. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Monk is out there with Red Hot, and it's Stewart in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And the call will be against Red Hot. That's his first foul. Williamson finds Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Another one for Lonzo. He's killing it tonight, doing whatever he wants offensively.
Here's Red Hot. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Monk. New York moving the ball around. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Red Hot. He's got 15. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
From outside the arc. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Knox, he's checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks leading by 16. Here's Red Hot. Rebound by Alexander Walker. New Orleans has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Six to shoot. Dishes to Cantor. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Pelicans keep it alive. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
You know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
That's good from Cantor. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Cantor drops them both. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. A steal. Outside Anthony. Inside. Up again. And no good that time. The Knicks go the other way with it. Here's McDaniel, and that one is hammered home.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And the call will be against Red Hot. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Pelicans making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. Randall's checked in for the Knicks. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
54 seconds left to play in the third. New York leading by 13. Here's Stewart. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Stewart's got 6. 43 seconds left in the third. To the paint. And the dunk by Williamson.
The floor awareness of ball, excels at getting the ball to his uncovered teammates.
Here's Red Hot. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ingram attacking. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Red Hot. He's covered by Ball. Here's Red Hot. They get it back. Kicks it to Monk. To the inside. Hayes with the steal. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Knicks up by 11. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Lonzo Ball out there at Bledsoe. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Now Bledsoe. Adams in the high post. There's the dish to Ball. The Pelicans get another chance here. Here's Williamson. Randall with some nice D. The Knicks leading by 15. The pass to Red Hot. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Ingram. Adams outside. Barrett against Ingram. 4 on the clock. No good on the 3. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for New York. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Bledsoe, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Monk.
And really an elite combination of speed and power. When Bledsoe's aggressive, he draws a lot of fouls.
The first one falls. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
An underrated two-way player. Bledsoe wows you with his offense, but he's also made the all-defensive first team. And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Ingram outside. Passes it to Ball. They get a hand on it. Here's Red Hot. He's covered by Ball. The shot's good from Red Hot.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Ball, the pass to Adams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
Here's Stewart trying to get open as Randall, and it's good off the back rim and in. And the Knicks lead by 21. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
To the middle. Pass to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
Here's Red Hot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up. And he makes the first. New Orleans making a switch here. So he gets them both. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Red Hot.
Ooh, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Some solid defense from Ingram. 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Left side, ball, feeds it to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
We see it night after night. Zion, relentless assault on the cup.
The clock now can just run out for the Knicks. And the pass to Barrett. Pass to Monk, down low, and stolen by Williamson. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us.